They've been calling it a highly toxic soup, capable of killing just about everything around. That mix of oil, gas, and those dispersants now swirling around in the Gulf. And so far, the oil company BP has been very careful in their attempt to control what we get to see and what we don't get to see, presumably to keep scenes like this out of newspapers and off your television screens. This photo, taken along the coast of Louisiana. If you're having a hard time making it out, here's a closer look. And what you see there in the middle is a dolphin carcass drying in the sun. We're told it was filled with oil. But getting this photo was not easy. With us now to tell the story, the New York Daily News staff writer Matthew Lezak is with us. Matthew, it's good to talk to you. Thank you.
Thanks, Shepard.
How'd this happen?
Grand Isle has a lot of a lot of shrimp boat captains,
yep,
a lot of fishermen, and a lot of these people have been contracted by BP to go out and retrieve animals and to try to clean up some of the oil. We stood there for 3 days trying to find one person who would take us out, and it wasn't that they didn't want to, but this is their livelihood. They don't know when they're going to see another paycheck after BP is done with their beaches. So we found one man who came up to us finally and said, I'm going to show you something that nobody's seen.
And where, when you left Grand Isle, how far out was it, and tell us about it?
It was about 2 miles off the coast. We had to wait about 3 hours for it to be safe for him to take us out, whereas other coworkers and management wouldn't see us. And as you approach this little island from a distance, it looks fine. I mean, you can see, you see birds. It's picturesque. It was 88 degrees, blue skies. As you get closer, and as we could get, as we approach, there's the boom around it. But that's when you see what happened to the wildlife there, and it was a ghastly sight, to say the least. I mean, it actually brought tears to the fishermen's eyes.
Wow. The boom itself was around the island, but it hadn't stopped the oil, or the animals had gotten in the oil before, or what?
Well, the booms work to a degree, but the oil, some of the oil goes right under them.
Right.
And according to this contractor, and he's pulled out countless dolphins, birds, and he called me earlier today asking if we needed anything else, and he said that just today he pulled out 18 oiled birds, pelicans. So this isn't just a job for him. This is his way of life. His father was a fisherman. He's a fisherman. He was hoping his son would be a fisherman, and he thinks he's seeing all this go away right before his eyes. But at the same time, he has to be very careful what he says and does, because he's giving him his only source of feeding his family right now.
Apologize for the wind noise. It happens on cell phones. And Matthew, I know you're doing your best. As you're getting up close to this island that you were discussing, and you realize that the faraway view didn't tell the story, what was going through your head?
These pictures haven't been released yet, and nobody's seen these things. And as I was approaching, I mean, it's hard to really put it into words what you're feeling and thinking, because you're seeing the most sensitive marine life. And a lot of this marine life the rest of the country depends on for sustenance.
Yeah.
And it's drenched in oil.
Nice.
So it was quiet. The boat was pretty quiet.
Matthew Lezak from the New York Daily News. The story and the photos at nydailynews.com. Matthew, thanks so much.
Thanks a lot.
The apology from the head of BP, that's coming up.